Hi everyone, I'm Diego Taylor and I will be your reader today. I am an intern at PaTTAN and I'm completing my last semester at Queen Mercy University. The book that I'm going to read today is Abuela by Arthur Dorros and illustrated by Elisa Kleven. I love this book because it reminds me of my grandma. You'll see why. So here is Abuela. Do you know what Abuela means? Just to make sure, Abuela means grandma. And our story was published by Scholastic in 1991. Okay, here we go. Abuela takes me on the bus. We go all around the city. Abuela is my grandma. She is my mother's mother. Abuela means grandma in Spanish. Abuela speaks mostly Spanish because that's what people spoke where she grew up before she came to this country. Abuela and I are always going places. Do you see them on the bus? I wonder where they're going. Where do you think they're going? Take a guess. Let's see. Today we're going to the park. El parque es lindo, says Abuela. I know what she means. I think the park is beautiful too. Wow, look at that park. Looks like springtime. Tantos pájaros, Abuela says, as a flock of birds surrounds us. So many birds. They're picking up the bread we brought. What if they picked me up and carried me high above the park? What if I could fly? Abuela would wonder where I was. Swooping like a bird, I would call to her. Wow, look at she's flying now over the park. Where would you go if you could fly? I think if I could fly, I would go over the ocean. That would be pretty cool. Then she would see me flying. Rosalba the bird, Rosalba el pájaro, she would say. Ven, abuela, come, abuela, I would say. Sí, quiero volar, Abuela would reply, as she leaped into the sky with her skirt flapping in the wind. Wow, so it seems like Abuela is joining her. You see, she's flying. We would fly all over the city. Mira, Abuela would say, pointing. And I would look as we soared over parks and streets, dogs and people. You see, they can see everything from above. We would wave to the people waiting for the bus. Buenos dias, we would say. Buenos dias, good morning, they would call up to us. We would fly over factories and trains. Do you see the trains and factories? And look, they're saying hi to the people waiting for the bus. And glide close to the sea, cerca del mar, we would say. We would almost touch the tops of the waves. Wow, do you see how close they are to the water? It seems like they're chasing the little doggy. Abuela's skirt would be a sail. She could race with the sailboats. I bet she would win. We would fly to where the ships are docked and watch people unload fruits from the land where Abuela grew up. Mangoes, bananas, papayas. Those are all Spanish words. So are rodeo, patio, and burro. Maybe we would see a cousin of Abuela's hooking boxes of fruit to a crane. We saw her cousin Daniel once, unloading and loading the ships. There is Abuela. Out past the boats in the harbor, we would see the Statue of Liberty. Me gusta, Abuela would say. Abuela really likes her. I do too. We would circle around Liberty's head and wave to the people visiting her. That would remind Abuela of when she first came to this country. Wow, she's waving at the visitors of the Statue of Liberty. Vamos al aeropuerto. What do you think aeropuerto means? Look at the picture. What do you think aeropuerto means? Well, let's see. Vamos al aeropuerto, she would say. She'll take me to the airport, where the plane that first brought her landed. Cuidado, Abuela would tell me. We would have to be careful as we went for a short ride. Wow, do you see her? She's going on a short ride outside of the plane. Very adventurous. Then we could fly to Tíos Pablo's and Tía Elisa's store. Pablo is my uncle, my tío, and Elisa is my aunt, my tía. They would be surprised when we flew in, but they would offer us a cool limonada. Flying is hard work. Pero quiero volar más, Abuela would say. She wants to fly more, and I want to fly more too. Do you see she's drinking a fresh lemonade and getting ready to take off again. We could fly to las nubes, the clouds. One looks like a cat, un gato. One looks like a bear, un oso. One looks like a chair, una silla. Descansemos un momento, Abuela would say. She wants to rest a moment. We would rest in our chair and Abuela would hold me in her arms with the whole sky, our house, nuestra casa. So they're resting in their chair. Do you see the shape of a cat? I see the cat. What about the oso or the bear? Do you see the bear? We would be as high as airplanes, balloons, and birds, and higher than the tall buildings downtown, but we would fly there too, to look around. We could find the building where my father works. Hola, Papa, I would say as I waved, and Abuela would do a flip for fun as we passed by the windows. Wow, seems like she's feeling comfortable flying. She's flipping around in the air. Mira, I hear Abuela say. Look, she's telling me. I do look, and we are back in the park. Wow, so they're back in the park where they started. We are walking by the lake. Abuela probably wants to go for a boat ride. Vamos a otra aventura, she says. She wants us to go for another adventure. That's just one of the things I love about Abuela. She likes adventures. Aventuras. Wow, so they're going to another adventure, but they're not flying anymore. They're taking a boat. Abuela takes my hand. Vamos, she says. Let's go. Wow, she really likes adventures. The end. El fin. I hope you liked this Spanish story, and I hope very soon you have the opportunity to have lots of fun with your grandma and your grandfather or anybody you love.